It made me emotional.
Oh, okay.
I was getting a championship trophy. I was accepting the championship trophy after a hard season. I was getting. I was talking. I just.
Smooth as ass.
Winter is here. Welcome to the Industry Special.
Welcome to episode 48 of the Industry Special podcast. Back. Got a new spot. Took me, I think we ain't done one in 3 or 4 months because I've been moving or getting prepared to move, all that type of shit, signing shit, and motherfucking on the hunt. But we got a Industry Special loft in this bitch. This is day 2. Obviously, this is what, November the 2nd. So next time you see me, I might have some shit hanging here or some shit hanging here. My Penny Hardaway up here. Might have Pam Grier on that side. You know, she got to come too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to bring in my guests for this evening. Also, go Kangs, baby, go Kangs. We just lost, but it's all good. Better than the Warriors. Go ahead, introduce yourself. Go ahead. My man Jew finally got some light.
Shit, you know what it is. It's Jew, man. Old man Jew.
The oldest man Jew. All right.
The oldest man.
And also
Jew.
we got our down south brother over here. Go ahead, introduce yourself, sir.
Soon to be. Yeah. Just Nate. I ain't calling myself old though. Not yet.
You was the first one to go gray, but it's all gravy.
I know, man. Shit crazy.
Hey, Drew, you got to orientate yourself, man. Slide over, or move your camera or something. There you go. All right, so like I said, new spot. I'm in a motherfucking live-work loft. So I technically am now legally an artist. You feel me? Shit's on wax, baby. So that's what's new with me. Nate, I heard you got some new shit going on. Tell the people what's happening.
Oh man, we moving out of Cali, making that trip down to Texas like everybody else has in the last year and a half, 2 years since the pandemic. We joining the club, going down there, be closer, a little closer to fam and shit, get a bigger spot, all that. So yeah, man, gonna
You
be a
buying
Texan.
something, renting something? What you doing?
We gonna rent right now because the housing market is insane. But we're gonna see what happens. At least rent for the first year, and then see what's what. The spot that we got is pretty cool. Should be enough space and everything. I mean, even where we at right now is cool, but this is fucking Fresno. You know, I can't wait to get up. I can't wait to get up out of here.
So where in Texas you gonna be at? That's like the biggest state in the goddamn world.
The Dallas Fort Worth area. So we're gonna be in a little town, maybe about 25 minutes south of Dallas. So we're not gonna be right in Dallas, but on the outskirts, a little town called Red Oak.
Red Oak. All right. So when we come down and visit your ass, I assume you coming to get us from the airport, nigga.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Because you just some town nigga was like try to Uber out there, but like, where you going, boy? Like, I don't know, dog.
Red Oak, yeah, that sound like a sundown town.
It do. Red Oak is close to Glen Heights, DeSoto.
Yeah, DeSoto.
They got good
Cedar
sports
Hill.
teams. I know that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna be cool. The one cool thing about moving to Texas is now I don't have to get a permit to carry. Everybody got this strapped up out there.
Got that thing on them, huh?
Got that thing on them, nigga. I'm gonna have that shit on me, nigga. Walking the dog, and nigga taking the garbage out. That thing's finna be on me everywhere. So I can't wait.
For sure. All right, Jew, I heard you got some new shit going on with you too. I heard you got some real big shit going on.
I just took a couple steps closer to my pitmaster dreams. You know what I mean? I bought Kamado. First day I did something like just put some salmon on there for a couple hours with some oat. It was pretty good. And then the next day I just had some carne asada. Seared it though, turned it up to 500, all that, and it came out great. So it's real versatile, and I got a tri-tip marinating right now. Finna get loose.
Thanks for the invite.
Hey,
Nigga holding out.
I gotta perfect it, bro. You probably can't taste nothing until like next year.
Oh shit. That's just called stingy, is what that's called.
Hey man, I can't. I got to be 8.5.
This nigga finna be selling plates. Next thing you know.
Brother Juice, Brother Juice, shrooms and barbecue.
Oh no.
Well, before we get into talking what we talk, I know Jew ain't drinking right now, but I am. Universal Studios, Hallie got me this shot glass. Nate, cheers, brother.
Yeah.
What kind of water is that, Jew? Is that some alkaline? You got some electrolytes in there? Wakanda, is that what they say?
No, Waikiki is Hawaiian volcanic water.
Oh shit, this nigga. See, take one shroom, nigga. Look at you.
That's right. I told you I'm on the path.
All right, so we gonna get into we're gonna talk about Kanye West losing his goddamn mind. Well, I think he's been lost his mind, but he's been canceled, 86th by the world. Daniel Snyder is selling the Washington football team, the Commanders, the Commandos, whatever you want to call them. Josh Primo, rookie from the Spurs, well, second year player, was just cut abruptly, the quickest cut in the history of basketball for a first round draft pick. Kyrie sending out some shit on the internet, and the Nets also fired Steve Nash after Kevin Durant told them to, but they didn't want to. So yeah, we'll talk about that. And who they hired, Ime Udoka, who we never got into talking about his scandal when that shit first broke because we ain't talked in a minute. And his possible hiring, I don't think he's been officially hired by the Nets yet, right? No?
Not official.
Speculation. They still got Jacques Von Kansas finest running the fucking team. Lakers, what the fuck they gonna do? And then we're gonna talk about the Warriors. Both of y'all got y'all gear on.
Save the best for last.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Draymond slapping the shit out of Jordan Poole. But
that was not a
so
slap.
Kanye.
I wish it was a slap.
That'd have been even worse.
Still, it's better than going to sleep.
All right, so Kanye West, this nigga saying some anti-Semitic remarks, and the Jewish people did not like that since they run everything, and they have they done canceled this motherfucker. What's y'all thoughts and feelings and all this shit? Because I want to say I've been off this nigga's shit for the longest, but I know Jew was trying to hold out hope for the longest.
I still listen to the music. But I could separate the music from the person. But I don't know, man, because from a long time ago, I don't know if he even believes what comes out of his mouth. So I have a hard time believing anything. And then, I don't know, you just double down on stupid hanging out with Candace Owens, and then after that, I unplugged.
Yeah. I don't know. He, it wasn't too long ago that he was begging for a seat at the table, basically. Mm-hmm. And then he gets it, and now he's complaining about the business and the deals that he signed. My thing about that shit is that normally when people sign bad deals, or if you feel like after you sign a bad deal that you're in a bad one, there's methods or remedies to that shit, right? You either, like we see it in basketball all the time, a guy who doesn't want to stay at his team or whatever, sometimes you have to, whatever, but legally you got to play that shit out. You got to stay in your contract, or you find some agreement or some compromise to get out of whatever deal that you're in. But at the end of the day, you sign that shit. Or your advisors told you to sign it or whatever. But for there to be no one around him to be like, yo, this ain't the way to go about this right here. It just, I don't know. It's just crazy to me. I just can't, like, and then you got a lot of people split on whether or not to support him. And what he's saying is like like two things can be true at once. Like it can be true that maybe, you know, there are people in power that, you know, are in power because they get people to sign bad deals, whatever the case may be, right? And not to get into the other shit that he was talking about. But you can also sign a bad deal too because you want something so bad that you will be willing to fucking bend over for it. So whose fault is that? I don't know. I can't get with it. The way he's going about it, I can't get with it, and I don't care what other messages, whatever. If you want to say he's speaking up for black people or whatever the case may be, there's plenty of people doing that and doing it in a way better way than he's
Right,
doing
like
it.
he's not saying anything new. Like who and like I don't know, like who chose him to try to who made him think that he could be the messenger? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, not you.
Yeah, like I mean, even let's just say that he really is trying to help, you know, the cause, or he want to help his people. He is going about it, as you said, in the worst ways. Because I mean, it wasn't that long ago where he was talking about slavery was a choice, and he was backing Trump. And you just mentioned the Candace Owens shit, and these motherfuckers like Kardashian, like bro, like you can't do all that, and you've been dabbling with all these people that you talking shit about now, but all of a sudden you want to be on the other side of the fence, but you still want to be like he's all over the fucking place. But I feel like he's always kind of been that way. A nigga don't know. He never can fucking pick a lane or pick a stance. He's just bouncing with whatever the fuck the new shit is. So fuck him.
Yeah. Yeah, he can,
all right,
he
so
can eat whatever coming to him, as far as I'm concerned.
yeah, well, he's a fucking rap now. This nigga, he gonna be Delonte West soon. Motherfucker gonna be washing cars or something. All right, so the next one, Daniel Snyder. For the people who don't know, Daniel Snyder is the owner of the Washington football team Commanders. Used to be a racial slur to the Native American people, and for the longest, they were trying to get him to change the name of that team, to which he said he would never. And then backlash. He finally changed the name to Washington football team, like he's a soccer team, for 2 years. And now they're the Commanders, which is a terrible name. He's had a sexual assault case that has come to light. His team has had all kind of other misconduct sexually going on. I mean, there's a laundry list of shit, but recently, also the U.S. Attorney's Office has opened an investigation into financial improprieties. I spelled the shit right. I just read it wrong. Improprieties. The team retained $5 million from season ticket sales from their season ticket holders, and they concealed shareable income from the league, because when you make a lot of money, you're supposed to share that with the teams who aren't making a lot of money. He's lying about that, and they caught his ass. So he's like, I'm about to sell this bitch, like, finally. So what's y'all thoughts and feelings on brother Daniel over here?
He's just a scumbag.
Yeah, he really is.
He bought the team at our age now. You know what I'm saying? So, do you know how if I had $1 billion, like what? Nah, I would probably be a dickhead too. But who knows? There's
Hope
plenty.
he wouldn't be raping people, Jude. Jesus Christ.
No, I didn't say that. But I'm just saying the way he thinking, I can see why a young owner like that would be like that. But I'm not excusing that shit. He's a terrible motherfucker though. I'm not excusing that shit. But yeah, it's time for that shit.
All right, well, let me ask you this, Drew. Who do you think? Okay, one thing. Do you think this is going to be one of those quick situations of a sale, or do you think this is just him trying to get the heat off his ass?
Both, because the NFL team is what 5.6, I think, and that's gonna be the biggest one.
With like what they're valued at?
Yeah,
they're valued at a whole lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think when you own an NFL team, that's billionaires, they just have big pistol contests. So that's just another asset to add to your envelope. So I think absolutely somebody's going to bid for that. And yeah, he's trying to move on. He's not going to be able to move on. He got too much pending litigation, and like today they just hit him with some shit. There's no moving on. But he definitely has to say it.
Yeah,
and then
he ain't
watch.
out there.
They gonna make sure he don't touch a penny of that money neither. Watch.
Nah, he getting that money.
Oh yeah, they gonna freeze it. Watch. Bet if the feds find enough, it all ain't gonna get there on time.
I feel like once they do what they want him to do, they'll back off. They ain't gonna take his money like that.
I ain't gonna say taking it, but it's gonna get held up for a minute.
He probably got so much in the Caribbean. He cool. All right, Nate, what's your thoughts?
I mean, I ain't really been following the story that closely, but it just makes me think about what other shit some of these other owners got going on too. Because these motherfuckers are crooked as hell, and it seems like the NFL is willing to get in bed with anybody, and it's hard to imagine that they don't. Like, I'd be curious to know what they vetting process is when it comes to people joining the league as an owner and shit. And like, because this, I don't know. I'd just be curious to know that aspect of things. Like, how do people like this end up owning a team? Is it cool? Is it just because they got the money to do it? And as long as somebody got the money, then you'll let them buy it. And if that's the case, then the NFL got a bigger problem on its hands on top of all the other shit that they got going on.
They probably got a whole process of, but not like you saying vetting people. I doubt they do a whole lot of that. It's probably like, who the fuck do you know? Because there's a lot of rich motherfuckers who probably want to be in the club, but it's like, oh, well, this is such and such nephew, such and such is best friends, such and such. But you mentioned like the whole vetting process. Like, it was crazy. Like when they first were talking about, like when Irsay came out, was like, yo, like he need to get the fuck out of here. Like there's no need for him to be in the league. And he's like, oh, I got some dirt on all you motherfuckers. I got private investigators following all you motherfuckers. If I go down, all y'all going down. And all of a sudden he just like, hey man, I got Bank of America about to sell this bitch, but I'm out.
Yeah.
So I feel like they done put, like, once he said that shit, they were like, okay, hold on. All the dirt gonna fall on us. Pull the other shit out, man. And they probably was like, oh, okay, nigga, you think you the only one with some dirt?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you still got to do business outside of the NFL, so I don't know. That's all that shit crazy though.
I think
what is his primary form of income, or does he have like a corporation that he's a CEO of or something? Like where he get his money from?
Fuck, I forgot.
All right, well, fuck it, whatever.
Google.
I ain't got you looking it up, Nate? All right, Nate's on the hunt.
But I was about to say though, I think they'll probably go for a more low profile, like type of owner. Like the last team I think was the Carolina Panthers, right?
Yep, they got Jerome out of there.
Yeah, the dude that bought that, you don't know who the fuck bought that. You know what I mean?
I don't even know.
Right, you don't.
I've been hearing Bezos' name in some shit though.
Right. You hear Bezos, and because he got that money, but
yeah,
I'm saying,
who don't want to have Bezos on your squad, you know?
Right. But I'm saying, like, the other dude, like, he probably, like, they're all dirty. They're all old white dirty, right? But motherfuckers know how to hide that shit.
Except
good ones
Sacks owner and Jags owner. They both them niggas is from somewhere in the Middle East, Eastern Asia.
What was the first thing you said?
Kings.
Oh, Sack. Yeah.
What's his name?
Vivek. Yeah.
Vivek.
Yeah.
Snyder made his money through an advertising company. He has a really big advertising company that he started. That's where he got all his money from.
That makes sense. See, and what Super Bowl sell? Nigga ads. It was like, oh, get that nigga in. Boom. Mm-hmm. All right, so next story we got Spurs second year player, 19-year-old Josh Primo was cut abruptly last week. I remember looking at the screen like, what the fuck? Like, whoa, what's going on with that? It can't just be cutting him because he ain't good. That don't make no sense. Come to find out, he's been exposing himself to multiple women on the staff.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad. Go ahead.
What the hell was that? Was that a car outside one of y'all houses?
Probably.
Yeah. So, he's been exposing himself to multiple women on the staff, and that's all that ESPN let out. Come to find out, it was very, very specific. because he came out with a press release of his own 45 minutes later saying that he had mental health issues from trauma years back, and he's seeking help with the mental health. Come to find out, the person he pulled his dick out on was the person who was helping him with his mental health, the team psychiatrist. Yes. The doctor psychiatrist on the team is who he whipped his dick out on, and that wasn't the only person on the staff. So supposedly the Spurs have they are very good at getting rid of whatever the fuck their players' dirt is. Like, they didn't know Tim Duncan was gay for fucking years because they just kept that shit on the hush hush, right? So they have been trying. They've been trying to keep this nigga shit on the low, but finally the psychiatrist is like, yo, he pulled his dick out to everybody, and he's telling me about it. Now he pulled his dick out to me. He got some problems, and before he got drafted, he was pulling his dick out before that. So they knew about this, and they've been trying to hide it, and they can't hide it no more. He is a chronic dick whipper outer, and we can talk about Tim Duncan after the fact. But yes.
No, he's a real piece of shit because he put that mental health excuse out before the report hit. Mm-hmm. He tried to beat it because he knew it was coming.
Tried to pull the Ben Simmons out.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was a first round pick until I seen, because
12th overall.
Yeah,
I feel like niggas that do shit like that just got a problem, because at that point you a semi-famous basketball player. You known enough, at least locally in the town, that you could probably get into it, bag whatever female you want to. But niggas that do shit like that got a problem. Yeah, got a problem.
It's like the thrill or something. Motherfucker chase the thrill.
Yeah,
I don't understand. I don't. I've never wanted to just whip my dick out. I don't get it.
Not uninvited, no. But the thing that's so funny is, bro, he got waived, which means if you don't clear waivers and nobody else pick up the contract, you got to pay that contract. So they said, we're gonna pay you $8 million to leave. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, don't get no. I mean, he's still an employee of the organization, so that making them liable to anything he does. And so this dude doing that, the next step is you on some Deshaun Watson shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And assault or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
That's the next thing. So the lady that got whipped out, one of them that got whipped out,
got whipped out on.
she went and got the lawyer that was going against Deshaun Watson.
Oh man!
And this dude ain't Deshaun Watson. He's going down. He's not going to win like that. This dude is not. He's not taking another L to no Josh Freeman.
Juice. I mean, Juice. As the resident amateur basketball expert here, have you ever seen this guy play, or do you know anything about his skills?
No, I don't. I do not.
All right, never mind.
But I do. I know the team he played for, and the team he played for pumps out at least one good. They pump out D1 all the time.
He pumped out his D1 too.
Ah, damn. Walked into that one. Barrett, RJ Barrett. It's a team called UPlay. RJ Barrett played on that team, and I think Shea played on that team too. Shea Alexander.
Gildress, yeah.
Gildress Alexander, yeah. So, I if he came from there, I'm sure he had the talent. So,
well, supposedly he was the 80th overall prospect. No, 80th overall prospect before the week before the draft. Somehow he went first round, 12th pick. But coming out of high school, he was 90th in the draft class. So I don't know what the fuck happened the week before.
He must have had a good workout.
He must have had an amazing workout. Or he pulled his dick out and somebody actually liked it and they fucking drafted him. I don't fucking know, dude. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. How are you the 80th fucking prospect, go 12th overall, and then you get cut the next year? He's still hella young. He's 19 years old.
No, he's 19.
He's out the league.
Man.
Out the league. He's done.
Out the league.
So
with $8 million.
And I mean, that's more money than most people will make it in their lifetime. So I mean,
that's all you had to do to get it.
Yeah, exactly. You had to.
You about to get sued.
Yeah, but like him coming out and saying his mental health, in a sense, I do feel like it is, because there's got to be something wrong with you to not know that shit is not okay. You know what I'm saying? At all. And then what's even crazier is for you to be in a position that you're in, right? I don't know what his family background is, but I'm pretty sure ain't nobody ever made millions of dollars out of the family. So you in a position to change your entire family's trajectory, you know what I'm saying? And you are forever now going to be remembered for being a nigga to trick yourself out of your position because you kept whipping your dick out.
Whipping that dick
I
out,
just,
man.
that
He was doing that
mean,
shit in high school. He was doing that shit, it seems, multiple times throughout his Spurs tenure. He can't help himself. So it could be a mental health thing. But at the same time, it's like, I'm reluctant to just start calling everything that everybody do wrong mental health. Like, at some point, you gotta take accountability. I know he's only 19 years old, but man, I ain't. When I was 19, I wasn't pulling my dick out. We was doing a lot of stupid shit. We wasn't pulling our dick out.
That's why I said it's got to be something wrong with him. I don't know, because it's cause a normal person, or what we would consider to be a normal person, knows that shit is only going to end up lead to more than likely something bad happening. And probably you end up in jail in some cases. You know what I'm saying? And you put on fucking sex offenders list and all types of shit. Like he's actually getting off pretty easy by not.
Oh, it ain't over yet. This is only the beginning.
Yeah, but if they bring up criminal charges, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like you end up on one of them lists for the rest of your life, like nigga, and you know you pop up one of them websites and you see this nigga pop up, like, oh. Ain't that the nigga that used to play for the Spurs? You feel me? Like,
check me out, though. I'm about to put my Bob Ross fro on right here, right? About to paint a picture, right? Because I don't know if this is true or not, but let's just say I had this epiphany right now. Let's just say he whipped his dick out at somebody on the staff, probably, first 2-3 weeks in, because he just can't help himself, right? And he do it again. And then Popovich say, man, you got to go see the fucking doctor. Something's fucking wrong with you, right? So he goes and sees the doctor and starts pulling his dick out at the damn doctor, and the doctor's like, yo, I gotta sue you motherfuckers, because he was at the team psychiatrist. He claims mental health problems. He says that he has some kind of trauma that makes him do these things. Maybe that's what happened. It doesn't say that's okay, but like, ain't that some crazy shit?
They said
this nigga was actively getting help, and in the midst of getting help, he's just like, psh.
I read something that said the doctor has a reputation of integrity or something, so she definitely got to sue him.
Yeah,
his
know,
best
man.
shit. Yeah, he's guilty.
It's gonna come out, man. It's gonna come out. But also, what else is coming out is somebody else. I'm gonna go straight to Ime Udoka, because we still don't know exactly everything that happened with that, unless Drew, you done heard. So I know you be reading all this shit.
I mean, I thought the details pretty much came out. Wasn't it confirmed, basically, that he was...
I ain't get too many details. Okay, let me paint the picture for the people. So Ime Udoka was the former coach of the Eastern Conference champions last year, who went against the Warriors, Boston Celtics. Took them to the finals. They lost. And in the offseason, abruptly, they just suspended him for 1 year. And immediately, it wasn't known for what reason. Then it came out that he had an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. They left it at that. Then people were tweeting out pictures of who they thought it was and who they think it was and all that type of shit. And then it came out that who exactly it was, but I still don't know exactly what happened. I've heard that on top of just the inappropriate relationship, it said before the inappropriate relationship that he was saying some crude things to this person, which is why they were like extra about suspending him for a whole season.
I thought it was after. When their relationship ended. Yeah. That he kept saying some wild shit to her.
So I got it backwards.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was thinking that he did it before, and he was almost like trying to like.
No, it was
almost blackmail her into the pussy.
The timeline is that they got into the shit, started fucking around.
Early,
and the team knew about it. The team knew that they was fucking around, and that didn't raise no alarms, whatever. The team had found out about it, but I think if I remember correctly, by the time the team found out that they had been messing around, the relationship was supposed to have been over at that point and ended. But it was him that he kept
Harassing.
making, harassing her basically is what led to his suspension and all the shit. And so
Did they get
why
into
it
what the
why it
harassment
took that
was?
probably telling her he still wanted that pussy or something. I don't know, but she was married too. You feel me? So who knows what ended up happening? She's married to somebody else that works at the team too. So like,
Yeah, and so I
that's
heard.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
heard.
the other thing. Her husband
see, that's what I was saying.
works at
I
the
knew y'all
team.
had more details than I got on this. Okay, for sure. Go ahead, Drew.
I heard that dude heard her on the phone talking to him through the Ring cameras in the house.
Mm.
Damn. Oh, he was spying.
I mean,
Smart.
I don't know.
I'm about to pull up on this one. Lord have mercy. This is some fucking, this is some Lifetime shit over here.
But I don't understand the move no more. Cause so the way I saw it was, even though he did some dumb shit, he's hella good at what he does, and ain't no, we don't really gonna go for another coach search. So we just gonna suspend him, so he can't go nowhere else. We're gonna tap him on the head. We're gonna make an example out of him, but because he's black, but we're gonna keep him. But now Brooklyn come knocking on the door.
We ain't got there yet. We ain't got there yet.
I'm sorry.
I just wanted to get into the see, because what I really thought y'all was gonna hit on was this nigga's married to Nia Long.
Well, they ain't married, but they got
They ain't
kids
married?
together.
No, they ain't gay.
How long they been together?
6 years
So
or
like,
something.
That's it. I thought
No.
They've been together longer than that.
They've been
That's what I was saying.
They've been
Over a
engaged
decade.
6 years.
Nigga, they damn near married. Okay, whatever the case.
They been
That
engaged
nigga
7
had
years.
Nia Long at the house, and he was cheating on Nia Long with
And the girl is responsible for team travel and
Right.
arranged for Nia Long's travel to move to Boston.
Set
She
the
had
house
just
up
moved.
and everything.
Like that shit, it's foul on hella levels.
It's foul.
On a personal level, business wise too. But
It's
I
foul.
think, mixing them two, I think that he's dumb just in general. I don't care how good of a basketball mind he is or whatever. Like you don't do shit like that at like just all the way around. You
That brother's
fucking
messy.
it's crazy. It's crazy. It's like probably the worst way you could cheat is with a married woman at your company. You work with both people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's stupid.
And your girl know her.
Yeah.
nigga Nia Long.
See,
That's the dumbest part to me.
Well,
I mean,
that just goes into like, after a while, she's Nia Long to us. But
She should be Nia Long to him as well. I would hope.
I mean, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce.
He played in the NBA. Like,
who?
You know what I mean?
He cheated on Beyonce with who?
We don't know.
I don't know, but he did. He
but
admitted to it.
Why do you think she be making all these albums?
She
I
made
don't
a
listen
whole
to
album.
fucking Beyonce. I don't know.
She made a whole album about it.
Why you think he got beat up in the elevator?
I honestly don't know, man.
That.
I don't.
Got that.
I didn't look into it. I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
All right, whatever. So we gotta go from Ime Udoka, who was the Boston's coach, who is now, I guess, still technically the Boston coach, but he seems to be soon to be hired by the New Jersey Nets. New Jersey Nets have their own fucking issues right now.
That's
What do you
wrong
mean?
city.
Oh, excuse me, Brooklyn.
I still do it too.
They still are. They're going to forever be New Jersey. It's Kenny Anderson and Derek Coleman. God damn it. Okay.
Kerry Kittles, baby.
Where's Kerry Kittles at when you need him?
So, I think that the Nets put that out there to see how that shit would land publicly. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like if
Conspiracy Nate over here.
Let's see what the news would be, or what the reaction would be to us potentially hiring them. before we like actually move forward with it.
But they
'Cause there
had to
ain't
have
no
at
way
least
to.
talked about it though.
So,
I think they've been talking about it since for months.
Oh,
Ever since
yeah.
I bet you every team in the NBA once the news broke that Celtics was finna put him on ice, every team has been monitoring and waiting to see what's going to happen with him. Especially teams that ain't doing good and in need of a coach, or maybe on the hunt for a championship and just need to get
Whoa.
over the hump.
but that's where
I
he
just got a
came from.
notification.
What?
I just got a notification saying that the Astros are 3 outs away from throwing a no-hitter in the World Series.
That's pretty cool.
Where the fuck is Fox at? Okay, y'all go ahead and keep
But
talking.
no,
I'm about to turn this shit on my TV one time.
The season after the bubble season, the season where KD stepped on the line, Ime was the assistant coach, but also he played with Sean Marks he played and coached with Sean Marks in San Antonio too. So yeah, they tight. So they kind of put it out there, but like he was just there, you know what I mean? And he got a relationship with those players, so he would. I would think he would be the first if they would want to reach out to. Because I mean, they trying to turn the ship around, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That I think that's the best option.
Shout out to Sean Marks, Cal Bear.
Mm-hmm.
So so the Brooklyn Nets are courting him, probably going to sign him as their new coach. Like I said, they just fired Steve Nash, but they got way bigger fish to fry than worrying about where Ime Udoka is putting his dick at, because Kyrie Irving, it might as well be the same nigga at this point. He's putting links on Twitter to anti-Semitic video links. Did y'all go and rent that shit for $12 on Amazon?
No, not only was it $12, it's over 3 hours.
Well, that's not a problem for me. I can zone out on some shit. I don't watch some shit for 3. Motherfuckers go to fucking watch Lord of the Rings. That should be 3 hours long.
And I fall asleep every time. And that's
I've never watched any of that shit. Yeah.
Those Marvel movies, I can't make it through no more.
Yeah, I can't do
but
it.
anyway, I did not check that out.
Yeah, I mean, I knew the answer. Not because I asked y'all, but because no, who the fuck is paying $12 to rent? If the shit was free, niggas would probably go check it out for 5-10 minutes, scroll through, be like, oh, okay. Nigga, $12? You must be crazy. I honestly tried to find a free link. I couldn't find one. I was like, well, I give up, nigga. Whatever your message is, it ain't for me. But I read the outline of what it was. I'm like, okay, I've seen some shit. I know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't need to rent this shit for $12. Why would he put that shit, just send out the fuck? Not asking because y'all know the answer, but it's just a little bit weird to me that that's his way of operating, by just sending a link for it. Do you think he's getting money off this or something? Because this doesn't make no fucking sense.
The thing I hate is that they don't stand on it, right? So like, you put it out there, they ask him about it, and then he tries to be like, "Oh, I'm just a guy." He say, "I'm just one man," and then I just want my people to learn or something. Like, you can't.
If you want people to learn, send some free shit out.
Yeah, but no, that you can't be on the fence on that. You got to say, "Hey, I believe in this because this is strong." Like, and that's another thing. He knew the climate, right? He knew what dude was going through. He knew what time it was. Like, if I put this out there, it's going to cause something. And then he threw it out there and then tried to close the door. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you gotta say, hey, because it's so strong. It's so, well, I'm not gonna say strong and powerful, but it's so, it's kind of
diversive.
Yeah. And so you got to say, hey, I like this. This is what I'm with. You know what I mean? But no, I'm with everybody. I just I show it all.
You can't upload something with no context and then be like, when someone asks you about it, you be like, well, that's you saying that, not me. I'm not saying that I believe in anything. I'm not saying I believe in it or don't believe in it. It's whatever you think. Nah, you can't do no shit like that. You can't.
You got 4 million followers.
Yeah, you gotta say if you post something like that, you gotta say, I support this or I don't support it or whatever. You can't just put something like that up with no context. And so yeah. And so if you do something like that, you leave yourself open to the scrutiny that comes with it. people asking you, why are you posting something that can be deemed as anti-Semitic or whatever the case may be? Well, now is your chance to explain your position on why you posted it or why you feel the way that you feel, or whatever. But just I don't know what is wrong with niggas in this world today. Like, and this whole newfound movement with Elon Musk taking over Twitter and shit. People thinking that free speech means free of consequences. That don't mean shit. A private company can do whatever the fuck they want. If you as an employee go start talking crazy ass shit, if I go walk into my office right now calling everybody a bunch of niggas and all types of shit, I'm getting fired. Like, I can't talk however I want to. I can't say whatever I want. I can't call
Free
people
speech
bitches or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
You just ain't going to jail.
Yeah, exactly. So ain't no defending that shit. It doesn't matter what he thinks is right or whatever fucking hoteps and Israelites, black Israelites or whatever
Like
think.
Israelites.
Like, yeah, man.
Hebrew Israelites.
Whatever the fuck they are and whatever they believe. Like, that's cool, man. But at the end of the day, niggas gotta still make a living. And you can't just walk out of here in the world in any sense of it to think that you could just walk out your door and say whatever and there not be no consequence. You go down the street, start causing a bunch of shit, somebody's gonna find out who you are and tell your job. That's the world we live in, right? It's the whole cancel culture. You can say whatever and do whatever you want, but you giving people the power to ruin your shit if you do. And niggas is stepping out and finding out that shit the hard way.
All right, so I'm gonna try to, because we already kind of we got a couple more things we want to talk about, but I'm gonna try to put a bow on this Kyrie thing with my last thoughts. So one, I don't understand why he operates how he operates, right? Obviously, he's not wired like we are. Maybe it's because he's from Canada. I don't get it. But, like, because when he was talking about the earth was flat, right, he was ready to, like, go stand in front of a podium and answer questions. And he learned then, no, nigga, if you believe some weird shit or some wild shit, or you thinking some weird shit, wild shit, you might want to just keep that shit in the house. Because if you just, oh man, I heard about some shit last week I want to talk about, nigga, yeah, ain't probably the best place to do that shit on the NBA press conference fucking after the game and y'all losing. Like, it's not good. LeBron would probably have a lot better time with that when he's winning championships because everybody was loving that nigga. You, nigga, nobody likes you right now. They're only going to roast you, right? So when Nick Friedel was like, oh, you're promoting this, I didn't like that shit. Because, like, he wasn't promoting it necessarily. He didn't say, hey, nigga, come check this shit out. Like, oh, I want everybody to watch this. He literally just sent the link out. But at the same time, like, he wasn't promoting it. So I feel him on that one. But I don't feel him because, like, why even fucking send this shit, dog? Retire and do that shit.
Is it not, just to counter a little bit what you're saying, is it not promotion if you're reposting a link? So if by, Kyrie is probably followed by millions of people, right? You posting that link, whoever is the creator of that thing just made probably hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Maybe
that's why.
Who knows?
Go ahead.
So it is free promotion, right? Without no context. You're not saying, hey, boycott this movie, this film, or whatever. You're just posting it to inform people that this thing exists. Whether you're doing it purposely or not, that is promotion of some kind, of a film, of an idea, of a whatever. If you're just posting it out there, so that's all I'm saying.
That's why I said at first, I was like, why even send this shit out if you wasn't ready to, like, answer no questions about it? Like, obviously he ain't making enough money from it. Even if he was in cahoots with whoever put this shit out, like, I think it was like 4 or 5 year old fucking movie. It don't make no sense to just send it out. I don't think he's promoting it. Because promotion means that, like, it just kind of has a connotation of involvement. Okay. Why he did this shit? Hold on. Why he did this shit, I have no idea. But I would not consider him to be promoting it. If you retweeted some stupid, goofy shit, I wouldn't say, oh, man, Nate's over here promoting motherfuckers pulling their pants down. Or if you retweeted Antonio Brown in the pool, I wouldn't say, oh, Nate's promoting Antonio Brown now. No, you're just retweeting some shit. Obviously, we just some regular niggas. It's a little different. But I still treat a celebrity like that. Like, unless it's your company. Like, when you see fucking Russell Wilson drinking this fucking water that he claims helps your concussions, nigga, you own 2% of this company, that's promotion. This, I don't consider promotion.
So
That's
do
it's
that.
a slippery. It's a gray area for me. To me,
Well, it's great for him. That's for damn sure.
yeah.
So like you just said, like you don't see it as that, but like something that big, those like stars. Every time, every single thing is a promotion. Every single thing, whether you say it or not. If LeBron says I like Pusha T album, he just encouraged you to go listen to Pusha T's album. You know what I'm
If
saying?
you're
So,
incorrigible,
but 4 out of 4 million people, most of them are. You know what I'm saying?
but I'm not saying what the next dumb person on the internet is willing to do with the information they see. I'm saying the intent.
Because that's how they see it, though.
And that's their fault. Is what I'm trying to say. It's not. I'm not. I can't say automatically you put that shit on Kyrie Irving that he's promoting this shit as if it's his own product.
But it got fake. It got Hitler quotes in it, and he like you can't just not answer for
Man,
that.
a lot of shit got Hitler quotes in it though. Nigga, like Schindler's List. Like that's what the fuck. Like we can go forever on that, but we can't. We got to put a bow, and maybe we can get back into Kyrie because he probably be cut and fucking next time we talk. So we can we got a whole lot more Kyrie shit, but we got some Lakers shit to talk about. They lost what the first 6 games, 5 games, and then they won 2, and they are jumping for joy. Did they win tonight? They played.
No,
They're playing the Pelicans right now.
No, they played. The only one won.
They're playing right now.
Yeah, they played.
They won 2, didn't they?
No, they won 1. They're 1-5. This is game 7, brother.
Nigga, no, they won 1, didn't they? They won another one. No.
I know they won 1 and was doing the whole ice
They lost the first
bucket
5.
celebration.
Oh, they did win. Only won 1. Okay, whatever the case. So whatever, and they're playing the Pelicans right now. They got some big problems. Obviously, they lost the first 5 games. They got LeBron James and Anthony Davis seemingly healthy. I just got one question for both of you. There's been a trade on the table for what seems like 9 months now. Russell Westbrook and 2 first-round draft picks for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner of the Indiana Pacers. Should they do it? Should they wait for the trade deadline? Should they not do it and try to hold out, seeing if they can get what? Fuck they can get for 2 first-round draft. Unless you're getting Wimbam-Biamba, nigga, it don't really matter. So what you think?
All right.
Go ahead,
Go
man.
ahead.
All right, so
Somebody
I think you should only trade 2 first-round draft picks and 2 first rounds and above for all NBA talent. And those are not all NBA talent. They will be exceptional role players. But I think trading 2 first-round picks along with Russell Westbrook is a panic move.
Well, I mean, Russell Westbrook ain't gonna help you at all. He's gonna, if anything, detrimental to your situation. Right. So you don't think 2 above average, 2 good players don't equal a possible All NBA 13 type situation?
They've never came close. So like, why now? Playing with LeBron, you're not going to. You know, you got to be really, really good.
Well, you got a very good defender, and you got one of the greatest 3-point shooters in history. I feel like you got 2 of the greatest role players in the last 10 years.
But what would you be doing it for? Is it just to give LeBron a seemingly fighting chance at something, the playoffs,
That's
maybe?
That's
but it ain't. It's not. Yeah,
it ain't for LeBron. It's because it's the Lakers. Like, I mean, you want to try to win.
Yeah, but not at the expense of crippling yourself for the next 3-4 years, even after LeBron is gone. Like, I don't.
Then
think
they keep the 2 first-round draft picks, and they get what, Josh Primo and Tyler Hero.
No. You could trade 1. Don't trade 2. Try to find a deal with Russell Westbrook and 1 draft pick.
You probably gonna get 1 role player if that's the case. Then
they need to just take this year for what it is. It's gonna be LeBron's record all-time scoring year where he breaks the record. And that's gonna be the only highlight of this season for them. And they gonna have maybe another down year, and maybe in LeBron's last year in the league, they are competitive and can build the team up and do something similar to the Warriors, where you at least back in the playoffs and got a fighting chance if they make the right moves. But I don't think you sell the future for right now because it ain't gonna get them nowhere. Everybody knows that shit. That fucking Buddy Hield and Miles Turner ain't gonna change shit. That team, the rest of the team fucking sucks.
You get about maybe 15, 20 more wins, but it ain't.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at this point,
You,
you
you
don't
balance
need another
you balance your six.
superstar. You can't handle another superstar. Like you're not going to be able to get a third star in there who can fit
Okay.
in with LeBron. Hold on, with LeBron
Go
and
ahead.
AD. So you need high caliber role players who can do a very specific task. These two can do that, and also ain't nobody else trying to give away nothing. Like you can't get who the fuck else wants Russell Westbrook for one? Who's going to take that? And then who the hell else? Because like the Lakers, to keep these two draft picks, and they get between the 12th and the 17th pick in the draft next 2 years. That's nothing. You might fuck around and get a Chris Duarte.
No, you can
I
put
mean,
him for a better package for somebody else.
Could, or you can get the ones on the table right now, and
But also,
for somebody else.
You got to think you trading away Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook used to be a creator on the ball, so you're trading that away. You're not getting that back, so you have less of that on your team. That's
They
what
don't
that
need
team
that, though.
needs. They absolutely need that. When you're in the playoffs, and you play the same team 6, 7 times. They know what you're going to do. You need somebody that you can throw it to, clear it out when all that scheme shit breaks down every time.
Russell Westbrook is done.
Oh yeah, he's done. I'm saying absolutely, but you need that position. You need somebody that's supposed to. That was what he was brought there supposed to do. He's been shot off that, but that's what he was there to do. You need a creator on the ball.
So they're either going to cut him because he's going to get fed up with this shit, or they can get rid of him. The only way they can get rid of him is by using those 2 draft picks, and hopefully they can get something back for him.
I think you keep 2, or you just like you say, you let it go, but you have to keep 2, and then or you can keep all of them. And like I said, next summer, 3 picks in 3 picks to get anybody. You know what I mean? Mike could try to go get KD. Who knows?
Oh shit! Look at Kyrie for to get KD. Go ahead, Nate. What's your parting ways before we start talking about your hat?
I'd put my money on Westbrook making it to the end of the season in a Laker jersey, and then they more than likely miss the playoffs and the play-in this year. And I don't think there's nothing that could save them at this point. They are what they are right now. There's nobody available. There's nothing. There's no moves to be made. They just stuck with what they got. They're gonna suck. But
He won't
I
be
would
there in a
say
month.
I don't know, but I
Actually,
am hoping.
you know what? Between you going to Texas and him leaving, it's gonna be about the same time. Y'all both gonna be on the road.
Well, I'm hoping that they continue to lose games because I've never seen LeBron play in person, so I want to go to a game. You saw, see, I never seen him play, so my goal is to get down to Staples or Crypto and see a Laker game and before he's done. So the price is probably not too bad right now.
Oh, they're still gonna be high. Wherever he go, they're still
I
gonna
know they're
be
gonna be
high.
high, but maybe not as high as before. Then maybe
Well,
I'll wait
speaking of
another
high,
10 to 15 games.
Speaking of high, how high was Draymond Green when he decided to flat out punch? They had to have a drink. Goddamn, they had to flat out punch Nate's favorite player, Jordan Poole, in the face on the practice court. We have not talked about this other than texts. I need y'all reactions when y'all first heard about this and then saw the video. Nate, you go first. This is your pride and joy.
Give him the full screen.
Oh, that's right. Hold
Man.
on. My nigga get the full screen. Don't cry.
Well, my reaction wasn't more like I don't give a fuck. It's a punch is a punch. You know what I'm saying? But it was more so like Draymond, come on, man, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like probably everybody else probably thought it's more so like like it's always that nigga, man. And I don't know. It don't look like it's affected their chemistry at this point, but it just made no sense. I also didn't like the little mini documentary or whatever he made out of it, and how he tried to make it seem like it wasn't as big of a deal as it was, or at least not to him. And the team, like that he didn't know how big of a story it became around social media because he hasn't checked up. Man, fucking lies. It's all lies. He knows how big that shit was. And it's just, I don't know. Yeah, I think some bad juju on us starting out the season. I'm not surprised that we're doing how we're doing right now from that. So
Nature
yeah,
seems stressed, man.
Take me off. Take me off.
Nature, you seem stressed. I feel like the desk is shaking, like your foot's moving. This is just. What's the dog's name again?
Lou, she back there. She back there pissed off too. We all
she
all
mad. Both of y'all mad.
Yeah.
Jew, you mad too? Man, talk to us, man. How'd you when you first read it, first read it, how'd you feel? Then when you saw it, how did your feelings change?
When I first read it, I was like, shit, because they wouldn't report it if it wasn't bad. But you can only nothing I read said hit in the face. It said I seen like a forceful blow or something, but it didn't say where, it didn't say how, it just said forceful blow. And I was like, you just, it's just whatever. You see the press conferences, they're about to move on. Okay, cool. And then you wake up Friday morning and then you see big brother punch little brother like that. And it was just so, like, you don't punch nobody you like that. That was just it just didn't make no sense for him to hit him like that. I understand fight. I understand wanting to beat a nigga ass, choke, throw, all that. But you don't just like break somebody.
You rather him choke him?
I don't care, but you don't kill. You come up on somebody like that, you hit him like that. It's just tough. It's like he did something. We don't know what was said. We don't know their relationship. Like what people say, we don't know what's going in that locker room. So you got to give a little bit of pause for that. But
do you think there was anything about jealousy of him knowing that these cats about to get a contract and he wasn't?
I wouldn't say that, but because from what I've heard, it's just that I know Jordan Poole talks a lot of motherfucking shit. He can back it up, but he talks a lot of shit. I know he probably was annoying in the motherfucker. Like I can't just go on some pocket watching shit because that's just how it was deeper than that. For you to punch somebody like that, that wasn't about no money. I don't think so. So
what you think, Nate? What do you think was the straw that brought the camel's back that made him say, you know what, I'm about to punch this little nigga?
It could have been anything. I won't say this. I think money could have been the thing, but I don't think it was like everything, right? Because when you finna get paid and shit finna change, like your demeanor, your attitude, your confidence, all that shit could potentially change in a way that somebody like them two, from what it sounds like, have been going at it since Jordan Poole pretty much landed there. Jordan Poole is, from everything I've read, has always talked a lot of shit. Practices on the court, all the shit. But shit hit a little bit different when you add in some sprinkles of other shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like contract shit situations going on, and a nigga's finna get paid out a ton of money. My situation is still kind of in limbo, in the air. I done made it known that I wanted a max contract extension on the summer, but I know the team ain't really putting me. I'm not a priority to the team right now. These young niggas are, and I'm just saying I don't think it's jealousy from a standpoint of finance, like this person's getting paid and I'm not, or they're getting paid this much and I'm not. But somebody saying some shit and you feeling some type of way, you may just you may take off on a nigga one day. Not thinking because you just feeling a certain way. And you realize it right afterwards that you overreacted. And so that's my theory, is that Draymond's probably in his own head about some shit. He's already a hothead, and the moment got to him, and just something that they probably have done countless fucking dozens, hundreds of times. Just went too far. That's it. That
So
still shouldn't have happened
obviously,
though.
team's not doing so hot at least through the first 8 games. What do you guys?
I think
It's that second
Hold on,
unit.
I got the standings right here.
You just got to work with 3 and 5.
3 and 5, 12th seed right now, right below the or right under or no, right above the great Sacramento Kings and the Lakers. So what are y'all thoughts on how this shit's going and what y'all think's going to happen and what y'all think could possibly turn this around? What do you think the lull is here? Is this is a quick? I know you guys are so optimistic. This is probably just a little divot in the road. This is a small Oakland pothole, right?
I think it's a bigger issue right now.
There you go. See, my nigga Nate, he always on top of things.
Well, I think it's a bigger issue if the bench don't start playing like they belong on this team. Because right now they playing like, I don't know, like they're not playing like the replacements for the guys that we lost they were supposed to be. We're giving up leads when the starters go out. We're not scoring no points when the starters go out. I think it's our two biggest issues right now, our defense and then our bench, specifically the young guys right now, just not playing like they need to be playing. And I don't think that's a problem that's going to go away right away. It may take the season. And it seems like that's what Kerr is trying to sort out by giving players like Moody a ton of minutes and putting him on the hardest guard whenever he's in, and giving a ton of minutes to Wiseman and everything, trying to get them ready. But it's like how long are you going to continue this? And even what other options do we have if it's going to cost us hella games? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. I feel like Kerr got another maybe 5 games to figure it out, and we're gonna be in trouble if you don't. 5 to 10 games.
So when you're talking about the bench guys, you're talking about Jordan Poole as well? Talking about Kaminga, Jordan Poole, Moses
defensively
Moody,
for sure.
Musa
Yeah.
Modi.
He didn't do shit last night. No, Moody been balling. Jordan Poole didn't do shit last night. He was somewhere else. He missed 2 free throws.
I mean, I ain't been watching a whole lot, but like Moses Moody ain't been doing a whole lot either.
Nah, you ain't been watching. You got to watch what he do.
Well, his stats ain't showing shit, but
yeah. No, that we watched the game. He's
all right.
doing, he's getting.
I think he's doing.
So what about
I think
Klay
he's doing
Thompson?
good for sure.
Klay Thompson is Klay Thompson. He's still on minute restriction. It's the
Yeah, when
same
you
thing
get
as
yourself
last
thrown
year.
out the game, you're really restricting your minutes.
Yeah, whatever. He's a competitor, man. Like you ain't never seen motherfuckers do that.
I ain't never
Is that
seen him
on-
do that. It's the first time he's ever done that.
Yeah. You know, one time for everything. But he'll get to where he got to get to, just like last season. You got to let him do what he does, and he'll get to where he's been.
But this is a time where we're supposed to be winning some of the games that we're losing, though. And that's what I mean by if we don't figure out a way to win these games. Like I turned the game last night off thinking that it was in the bag. And then next thing I know, I look at it again. I'm like, we how the fuck did we lose that game? You know what I'm saying? Everything I was watching up until the point I turned it off, it looked like we had it in hand. We shouldn't have lost to the Pistons. We shouldn't have lost really none of the games that we
shouldn't have lost
lost.
Pistons? Oh hell no! Nobody should lose to the Pistons except you, the Magic.
No, they're getting better. I will say that the league is getting better, I think. But the rotations is tough. We're trying to figure out the rotations. That's going to be Kerr's hardest motherfucking job to figure out the rotations. And I think it could get a little better when White Dante get back. It could get better when Klay get off minute restriction. And then the second unit might not be so bad. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it might.
But losing three in a row is.
And then we ain't even been playing Kaminga. Kaminga, he's in the doghouse.
Yeah. Why?
You know
I'm looking at the stats right now, and Kaminga's averaging 11 minutes. Wiseman's averaging 14, but Klay Thompson is shooting 35% and 29.5.
I knew you was gonna come with it, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Well, I'm just saying. I was the one who said when he came back, 2 years after having his worst season previous. He was playing bad before he even got injured. He still has not played good yet. He's had good games, but he has not been consistently good.
It doesn't
Once he
matter.
got his legs up under him, he was playing like himself in the playoffs, though.
Listen to me here.
Okay, he did not play like old Klay Thompson. Y'all can say he played okay. No, listen to me, goddammit. I'm still talking. I'm gonna give you a chance to talk, nigga. I'm just saying, listen all the time. You just saying you for kids purchase, nigga. What the fuck?
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen.
Carry on.
I'm saying, Klay Thompson has played 7 games. He's played 25 minutes a game. He's shooting 35%. That is really bad when you're one of the greatest shooters in history. And he didn't shoot good last year. And the last year he was healthy before that, it was his worst shooting year ever. I'm just saying, nigga, he ain't played good in 5 years.
Oh, come on now. That's
statistically. Yeah, go ahead, Drew. You go ahead.
Okay, so Klay does not affect the winning. His bad game, he shot 5 for 20 in game 6. We won by over 20 points. His bad games do not matter. What matters is the spacing on the court. When the year that Curry went, that he won the scoring championship, it was so fucking tough because he had bums on the court with him. They needed Klay back because of the spacing. Because when you guard Klay Thompson, you're not looking at the stats and say, hey, guys, he's missing shots. Lay off him a bit. When he's going across that screen, you're on him. When he's in that corner, you're on him. And so when you're in that corner and they run those split actions off the pin down, you got to, as a defender, you have to ask yourself, do I leave off the corner or do I help? Usually they stay in the fucking corner.
All right, now let me counter that. You just said his bad games don't matter. He's played nothing but bad games this year, and they've lost them.
Okay.
So what's your argument now then?
Brother, we're talking about 8 games in the season. At least get to 20. Talk to me about.
He also didn't play during the summer.
He didn't play in the summer at all.
In the summer.
That's another thing. The last 2 years, basketball players are creatures of habit. They do the same thing over and over and over.
And that's why Russell Westbrook got hurt because he practicing differently, right?
Bro, that's a different conversation. Let me finish.
Just saying.
Last 3 years, he hasn't done the same thing. So mentally, like he said it, mentally, it's different. But like I said, when you put the repetitions in, if you make him do the same stuff he's been doing, he'll get to where he has to go.
Well, I'm glad you got faith. But since he's been back, he ain't been good.
You can talk about 8 games. 8 games is nothing, though.
Nigga, I'm talking about last year and this year. He has not been.
Last year, what happened? What happened?
Dude, just because you yell doesn't mean that you.
I'm not yelling, but
let's see where we at after.
Nigga, you get loud as hell. Go ahead, Nate.
Let's see where we at after Thanksgiving, maybe even until Christmas, and then I think we'll have a better idea of what Klay is doing. I think by then he will have played himself back into shape. He shouldn't be on no minutes restrictions. That flat shot, like seem like he's shooting all his shots flat. They hitting the front of the rim and shit for the most part. Like I just think he needs to get his legs back, and he'll be all right.
Bro,
well, before we do, hold on, Jew, calm down.
Okay.
Before we do dip out on this conversation about the Warriors, we gotta talk about Steph Curry because last year he did not have his best year. Can you goddamn calm the fuck down, nigga? Shit. Like I said, we talking about all the negatives on the Warriors, but at least 8. So here's the thing. So when you talk about Klay Thompson playing bad for 7 games, it's only 7 games. You talk about Steph Curry playing great for 8 games, MVP. See, nigga, come on, man. You can't do both of these. So no, I'm not asking you a question. So right now, 8 games in, Steph Curry's averaging 30 goddamn points, shooting 47.3 from the field, 39.6 from 3-point, which is a little low for him historically. Still shooting very good from the free throw line. Actually, not as good, 94. Mm-hmm. But 7.5 rebounds. What the fuck?
Underrated.
6.5. No, this is the first time he's really rebounded like that. Come on, kind of Drew. It's only 7-8 games in, nigga.
Okay. Last season in the playoffs, he was around his ass off.
He has started off fucking playing very, very good. So he just needs somebody else to step up. Who is going to step up? And do not say Klay Thompson.
Oh, it's weird.
But he's playing pretty good for the. I mean, he's only averaging 17 to 8 points, but
really, it's Poole. Poole had I think one really like strong game. Everything's been like this. It's been sloppy. Like Poole needs to be stronger. But
Jordan Poole is negative 9.4 box plus minus for the year, which is the worst on the team.
Oh, there you go.
So that's probably defensive. Because offensively, he's averaging 29 minutes and scoring 16.8, shooting 44%. He's shooting terrible from the three-point line. But beyond that, he's looking pretty good. And he's averaging 5 assists. Like he is facilitating the ball.
You gotta watch the games though. It's like when is he doing it? Like
I work when these niggas play.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. He's not doing the scoring and stuff when it matters. Like he was.
That's why he's a negative 9.4 on the box plus minus.
That's what I'm talking about. In the fourth quarter, we've been fading away, and we can't have that. Especially in the beginning when he starts the beginning of the fourth every game.
So Poole needs to just be a little more efficient. Is there somebody? Do you think Kuminga or Wiseman are going to get a little more run, a little more pull? Because they playing JaMychal Green more than these niggas, and he's
Wiseman will come along like the what's the name? Fitz said that he's getting a lot of fouls just because he's just not been there. He's getting a lot. Like some of them been unfair, a lot of them haven't, but he'll figure it out. But I think he'll get more minutes.
He ain't even got a full season worth of games under his belt yet. Like he still got a long way to go.
But they ain't gonna have him around very long, nigga. Like these rookie contracts don't last that long. I mean, it's gonna come to a point where it's like, hey, nigga, you want me or not? Because
they just put the team option on him, so they got him for another 2.
Yeah, but one of those that's.
Well, he's got 2 years to figure it out if he wants to try to stay around. So
they got 2 years, so there's plenty of time for them to figure it out.
Yeah,
but he's not that much. He's not detriment yet.
How's Looney been playing?
Looney's been Looney.
Like Looney.
Looney been Looney. But you can't run him too hard in the ground. You did it in the playoffs, but in regular season you can't. So I get it. 6
points, 6 rebounds, 3.5 assists in 23 minutes. 3.5 assists. That's impressive.
The ball moves in that offense.
And he's moving the ball. He's also has a 6.3 box plus minus, which guess what? Leads the team.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised.
That's why I was like, let me ask these niggas since I ain't even watching the game because statistically, this nigga he gets in the court and he's averaging his assists and got that.
That's what I'm saying.
He seems to be underutilized.
I think Kyrie got one of the hardest jobs of the development, trying to get, not having your team in April like they did last year. Like,
quick question.
Go ahead.
Is Ryan Rollins Tree Rollins' son by chance?
You get your ass out of here.
It's possible. I'm just asking. Seriously, I don't know.
No.
You know this for a fact?
Yeah, go look him up.
Drew, if that's his son.
It's not his son. They would have said it in when he got
you
drafted.
You 10 push-ups right now. They would have said when he got drafted. Okay.
But that's
Rollins personal.
But
that's it. That's his son, nigga. That's a little tree right there. What you talking about? Nah, I wish.
But
I think that's the key problem is that we trying to develop. It's almost like we got 2 teams right now.
Mm-hmm.
We got the team that's trying to develop, and that in any other year we would probably be we would be doing probably as bad as the Lakers right now. But then we got the vets and the guys that's been here for a while. That's really the reason why we won anything. And Kerr got to figure that shit out. And the young guys got to all step up, and they got to figure it out too. By the time we get to the playoffs, I don't think we may end up being like a 5th or 6th seed or something by the time the playoffs come. You think we're gonna be at the top of the standings?
Well,
I don't know. I think that by the time we get to the playoffs, we'll be all right. But I don't know about us being a top seed right now with how some of the teams are playing right now.
They just came out, man. You got to at least give it 20 games. 20 games the first quarter of the season.
That's why I said I'll wait to give more of a hard line synopsis
Like
of what
my
I think the season's going until like Christmas.
like my man said, if you ain't winning the chip if you ain't top 3. So if you ain't 1, 2, or 3, you ain't winning the chip. So that's it. I'm always gonna shoot for 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, hope. Y'all niggas wish in one hand and shit in the other and see which one feels up first. Okay.
But you need the sound effect from
My biggest hater, man.
the Dave Chappelle, the hate shit. Whenever we talk about the Warriors,
See, y'all can't say that anymore because, like, nigga, they ain't been playing good. It's not hate. I just is what I see. Okay.
No. You ain't hating.
Oh,
I
god
mean,
damn.
you hate, but you.
This nigga Zion just fucking grabbed a rebound from down the top of the just vertical, just went up down the top of the fucking backboard, pulled it down. But they losing.
Look.
Lakers about to beat their ass. All right, we gotta close this motherfucker down. Okay, Jude, go ahead. Here, you get the floor. Closing.
No.
Closing statements. Go ahead.
Look, I ain't really.
How you feel? What you gotta say?
Just
You about to say something?
I was gonna say something about Zion. I was saying that's another.
Go ahead, say it now.
That was another Laker pick. So that's what I'm saying. They not too in a rush to give up all these picks because all these picks is turning into hits for other teams. Wembanyama. New Orleans could get Wembanyama because that was Anthony Davis. You don't know. You never know. If the Lakers suck this season, man, they gonna be in the lottery. You never know. That's all.
If it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. Nate, how you feeling? What you gotta say? Parting shots. Go ahead and send Jordan Love your prayers and wishes.
Who?
Jordan Poole. I think
I
I said Jordan Love, and my bad, quarterback.
Yeah. Nah, ain't no wishes to be sent, man. Just hoping our team gets it together. Yeah, man. That's about it. Stop posting crazy shit when you got a job and money on the line, and
or stand on it.
Or stand on it. Yeah, one or the other, man. People need to start thinking a little bit before going for their phone and posting some shit. So
yeah, I'm broken. I still be posting on shit I want to post. Fuck that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been episode 48, the industry special. Kanye West is canceled. Daniel Snyder is selling his team. Josh Primo needs to stop putting his dick out. Kyrie Irving needs to stop posting shit. Steve Nash is gone. Ime Udoka needs to just stay home with Nia Long. And Draymond Green is always going to be Draymond Green, but he probably won't be in the league for too many more years. Also, Klay Thompson probably won't be in the league too many more years. Hear it here first. That nigga's old and it's over and it's okay. It's all right. It's okay, nigga. It's all right to get old, especially when you've torn apart both your legs, It's okay. It's all right. He ain't got no more bounce in that jump shot. It comes from the legs. He ain't got it no more. When one of your knees is done and one of your Achilles is done, it's all right, It's okay. He can just fucking roam across the bay with his dog. What's his dog's name? Butch?
I don't know.
Butch, right? Yeah, Butch. His dog, Butch. Let's go ahead and hop on the yacht. But follow Jew at Old Man Jew everywhere that is, or Instagram or Twitter, wherever he's at. Sometimes he deactivates that and takes a break and goes on a spiritual guided tour with the Mushroom Kingdom. And yeah, don't even follow Nate. This thing's going to Texas. He ain't got time for y'all. He making money. And he can keep that strap on him, walking the dog. Him and Lou out there with that thing on him. So watch out if you in Red Rock or where the fuck he said he's going. That nigga, don't fuck with him. He gonna have that shit on him. But also
have it on me.
He gonna have it on him. That's right, you heard him. Yeah, so this has been the special. You can follow us everywhere on everything. Also, I'm smooth as eggs on everything, everywhere. Also, OnlyFans. I'm gonna start posting shit on there, feet pics or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and throw a nigga $1 or $2, you know what I'm saying? But that's been it. And about to do Crown and Stitch. Follow that as well. Peace out. Y'all have a good one.